Hello and welcome back to the Reapers. Today we're in our A-4E Skyhawk and we're looking at navigation, in particular TACAN. TACAN is Tactical Air Navigation and it allows us to navigate to essentially anywhere where there is a TACAN station. TACAN stations are usually present at airfields, but additionally they can also be in aircraft such as air-to-air tankers and aircraft carriers. So today, as our quick example, here we are and we want to navigate to this base here. And we can check if this base has got a TACAN station. A, because it's got the TACAN sign there. That's a universal sign for TACAN. I just call it the triangle. But there you go. You can see it's channel 96 and it is code MA, Mike Alpha. So I need to write that down. Channel 96, Mike Alpha. And we need more detail than that. We need to know if it's an X-ray or a Yankee channel. So to get that, we're going to click on the airbase here. We're going to go down to TACAN. Some bases will have TACAN, some won't. Generally, it's only military bases that do. So you'll just have to click on the base to see if it's got it. We can see we're 96 X-rays. Like I said, some bases are X-rays, some bases are Yankee. There's no real way of knowing which it's going to be until you click on it. So 96 X-ray, code Mike Alpha, okay? So that's how you would know what the TACAN station is for an airfield. It's not quite so easy for an aircraft carrier or a plane. In that case, you couldn't just click on it to find out what the TACAN was. Instead, you would either have to know, if you would design the mission yourself, you would set that in the mission editor, set the TACAN code, or if it's someone else's mission, then you usually look in the briefing and you can click left, Alt and B to bring the briefing screen up, and it would usually say, aircraft carrier, whatever the aircraft carrier was called, and then TACAN code 11 X-ray or whatever it is. So next, let's go and look in the cockpit at our controls that we're going to be using. So our TACAN panel is here. This is where we can tune into the correct code. This is our master mode. We've got off, receive, track receive, or air-to-air. Off is off. Receive means that we can only listen to TACAN stations, but we can't transmit. Now what that means is we can get the azimuth, the direction of that TACAN station, but we can't get the distance. Now that sounds annoying, but there could be a good reason. We might want to stay stealthy in terms of radio output, so if that was the case, then we could still get to the station, but we just wouldn't be able to get the distance. It also doubles up as the warm-up, so when you start it up from a cold start, leave it in receive to warm up, and it takes 3 minutes, I believe, before the TACAN will start actually working. Next is transmit receive. This is your basic default setting for talking to airfields, or anything ground-based actually. It means you can receive the radio transmissions from the TACAN station, but you also can transmit. This means that we can get the correct azimuth and we can get the distance. And finally, we've got air-to-air here. If we are finding our way to a air-to-air refueler that has a known TACAN station, then that's what you'll use for that. We've got a volume knob here, and the reason for the volume knob is that the TACAN station, as well as broadcasting its navigation information, is going to broadcast its code name. If you remember, it's Mike Alpha, and it's going to broadcast it in Morse code. So we're going to look at that in a bit, and that's where we turn that knob up there. Next, we've got the BDHI switch. This has to be set in TACAN here to receive the TACAN signals to display here on our HSI. Horizontal situation indicator is what presents the navigation information to the pilot. We'll be looking at a kind of two-tiered needle here. You'll see it when I turn the TACAN on, and it's just going to point to the TACAN station with regards to its heading from us around here. And we'll also, as long as we've got it on transmit receive, we'll also have the distance which will be shown in miles here. So really simple stuff. Let's get straight to it. We know that the channel is 96, so what we're going to do is click on this inner part here and right click with the mouse button until we get to 6. That is the units, and out here we're going to click right click until we get to 9. So that's 96. We're going to go to transmit receive. It may not have warmed up enough thinking about it, so just stand by. Yep, it's working fine. And we can tell because we're getting that Morse code. So the next thing we've got to do is check that it's the right station that we've tuned into, and we can check by that Morse code. So I'm going to quickly nip into a search browser engine now and just get a Morse code calculator up. Okay, the Morse code calculator says that MA is -- space .. So let's listen for that. Yeah, there we go, -- So we've got that. Now we can look at our navigation information on our HSI here. We can see that the two-tiered needle is telling us that the TACAN station is at the pointy end here, essentially. So that's north, so it's about 020, just left of 020. And our distance indicator is here. It's kind of hard to read with that needle in the way, but it's reading just under 10 miles. As we do some manoeuvring, it should be a bit easier to see. So we can unpause now. We're going to follow that needle, so we're going to turn left until that needle gets in the 12 o'clock position on the HSI. going to stay tuned in just to make sure we don't switch stations by accident. And on the needle now, I should say the BDI switches in TACAN by standard, so I didn't have to change that. And we can see the distance going down now, so we're in the single units here, 8 miles, coming up on 7 miles. And if you look out here, then obviously you can see it with our eyes now, but we'll go all the way. I'm just about crossing over it now, so you can see the distance is 2 miles. 1 mile. And that's just crossed over, and now we're going away from it. We will do shortly. You can see the needle was going to turn around, whomp, and now it's behind us. Simple as that. Really good system. Most NATO planes have it. In the Caucasus map, most of the Georgian bases have a TACAN station. Not many do here. Probably a lot do in Nevada, I can't remember. And regarding making an aircraft carrier or a air-to-air refueler have a TACAN station, I'm going to do a video about that in the mission editor shortly. So I think that's everything covered. I can't think of anything else. I hope that helps, and see you later.